seed, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Pryor. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated. They better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
Got his man to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. It's caught.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The defense, it's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run it to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
To the air, it's Sorsby. That's reeled in, it's Royer. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
He's looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They just keep firing. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Memphis. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Caldwell. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Pryor. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these 2 teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Ott. Still on his feet at the 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Cincinnati, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Rush is on him. Finds a man on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He fires a bullet to the right. Got his man downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Sooners. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Sooners are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Sategna. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's up. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking left. This time he's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Catch in the middle. It's Caldwell. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bearcats look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Bearcats! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be...
He's got it down the right side. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And as he throws, those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sorsby. He wants to take the top off. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Pryor. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Takes the handoff. It's up. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Quickly out to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Got it in the middle. It's Burks. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give and tick, 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 tick. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Give to the running back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jennings. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He breaks a tackle.
And this is a part of the game where it is so nice to have a big physical running back who can break tackles, right? You got the lead. It's late in the game. Defense is tired, and he's able to just bounce off of tacklers, keep going forward, picking up first downs and moving the